Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
So abushafo endroa ena omanpenyini abedi achi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ede ni meet the press anase ni media encounter no ede hyehyɛ so an encounter with the media no ode hyehyɛ so enra omanpenyini abedi achi Bawumia ekuhia media for ma omo kwan se omumisa no omo questions bia omo fi se ekire omo adwen so owo Ghana manyosem ho na as muaye anase dwumadie ekọ na wiye na busua na eche se Ghana nyina akọ social media ba bia agintire he amanfo ekeka se na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wane tu no fo so nkoye sa dwumadie ebinim so hu yankoaye ebinim se nanke ni oni kwan se o ma ho kwan kra wa ya ma media for no exposing weakness o ma exposing intelligence o ma expose ama bia hu se sa no ma bombon kra che se ensem bebre na manfo ekan ya abusua ye hwe dwumadie na se no media for bebre ekọ dwumadie na se sa so ene ye hwe ma hu se media for bi so ho a ya hu ewum na eno ena Johnny's bite so ena Johnny Hughes ede abetuja ewo TV 3FM so se dwumadie no ase no ono ene Captain Smart ene some other journalists be so ede omudin ekoye ema ye omudin firimu ya ma omo ama eye party no ase sorry me say party ama me the press no ase ni nyina na se omusuro se sankrofo ni ba ho ahwa questions o mebisa o mampanyina be de achi na bia na wantumi anko ansa ana se akogu nanim ase na mepese yekọ na yekotie nsam no said the Johnny's bite ana se Johnny Hughes o ka ne nsam no na yenko mra ne yemetoa yenkomo no so an okeka nsem bibiri efa enyoma isisi ohonum ene na adwenkyere efa sa anyoma no aha PENDREAM TV message so subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like video no mama na share to other platforms no amanfo so enya bi enhwe na o hwe na wo kyere wadwen ewo comment section no ase yenko ne yenkuti information number.
Over the weekend, a lot of activities happened. The NDC had their manifesto launch, and then the NPP also had a media encounter. The NDC's manifesto launch, the likes of Professor Ransford Jampo and many others have said that, well, was in simple English, people could understand and comprehend. We had some elements in the NPP say that it's a repetitions, copy, whatever it is. I'm sure in the final analysis, it is the electorate who will make the decision as to which appeals more to them, as to which makes more sense to them, as to which answers the questions that beleague them. But yesterday, the Vice President of the Republic and the NPP's flag bearer, he met some of the press, not all of the press. I'll explain in a bit. And let me also place on record that so far, Alan Tremantin and his movement for change as an independent candidate was the first to have ever given us a manifesto, the Great Transformational Plan. Record, fact. And then the MPP gave us a manifesto, number 2. And then the NDC recently, last Saturday, gave us a manifesto, 3. The NDC in between when the MPP launched its manifesto and when they launched their main manifesto, give us the youth manifesto. Fact. Now, Alan Tremantin has had a media encounter. John Mahama has had a media encounter. Dr. Bawumia has had a media encounter. Alan Tremantin's media encounter invited the press, sent out invitations, followed up with calls. John Mahama's media encounter also sent out invitations and followed up with calls. It was only Dr. Bawumia who says, if you want to attend my media invitation, my media encounter, apply through email, whatever it is. I don't know who the strategists are. And then when people applied, they were rejected, even though they are pressmen. But we know the government that took journalists or supposed journalist to Australia, the visa scandal thing. We know, but as Ajide, he has still not been able to answer that question. When it got to taking people to Australia for fake visas and things and to represent the press when they were not pressmen, we didn't ask them to apply, we took them. When it gets to practicing journalists in the country, under government under whose watch media press freedom has dropped down, further down. We dropped from 30 to 62, we came back to 50. We are still struggling to climb back to the 30 that they met it. We say they should apply. And when people applied, they were taken off. I'm telling you. So yesterday, Dr. Bawumia met some of the press, and you saw how at some point he was fumbling and dodging questions. Go and check Franklin Kunjo's page. Check Dr. Kwame Sapwensi's page. Check their pages. They'll tell you how Dr. Bawumia was fumbling, literally flipping pages to answer questions. You ask people to apply. I, as a matter of principle, I said I didn't attend Alan Chamantin's. I didn't attend John Mohammed's. As a matter of principle, I would not attend Dr. Bawumia's own. As a matter of principle, my company, as far as I know, put my name on the list with Roland Walker and Captain Smart and all of that. Our names were taken out. Our ladies were represented. Belamudi represented, Nashoko represented, Nanaya Brefo represented. But I'm just telling you on authority that our names were on the list and applied, and we were taking off. Onanoko, Oshegbe. Yesterday, did Dr. Bawumia finish answering the 170 questions that he has set? That he has not been able to. Did he finish answering those questions? When he was asked a question about the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose, what did he say? Yesterday, did Dr. Bawumia know that the pound is now past 20 cedis to a cedi? Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Then the question was asked, so what will you do? He said, no, I need to keep some of the things for myself. When my government comes to power, then I need to have a manifesto that I'll come and do. So you are working with somebody, you are throwing him under the bus, and you have ideas, and you are keeping the ideas to yourself because you want to come to power. Look, I put a poll up on Twitter, on X. I asked a simple question. I said, John Mahama says, when he comes, he levy betting tax. Dr. Bawumia says, when I come, he levy betting tax. I didn't even broach the question. Some people said I was being unfair because John Mahama didn't bring the betting tax and e-levy. I said, okay, but that's not my concern. As an academic, I'm only interested in this. The back end story, I don't care. I said, both Dr. Bawumia and John Mahama have promised to scrap e-levy and betting tax if elected. The question is, who do you trust to keep his promise and why? Simple question. At the end of the polls, 24-hour poll, 7,490 people voted. 7,490 people voted at the end of the poll. 20,900 people had viewed what I posted. Now, 10% of the votes, if your math is good, you can calculate. 10% of the people who engaged in the poll said they trust Dr. Bawumia to fulfill his promise. 79% of the people who engaged in the poll say they trust John Mahama to engage. 1% said they trust both of them to be able to deliver. And then 10% says none of them is able to deliver. So per the poll, 79, John Mahama, out of the 7,490 Ghanaians, they trust John Mahama to be able to deliver on that particular promise. Now me Kosam, no be me Kosam. Take me to the biscuit seller, right? And you get to town when you talk about the issues that are happening, talk about the price of my producer, 60 only went to the market. He went to ask for the price of a tuber of yam. When they told him it cost 45 cedis, he was shocked. 55 cedis, thank you. 55 cedis, he was shocked. He couldn't believe it. It was at that point that he appreciated his wife so much. That his wife has been doing magic for him to feed well along with the children. He felt it. 2 weeks ago, my wife said, she She didn't tell me that it had moved from the 16 cities that I knew to about 75 cities. It was when I got to the Nkosiara that I realized that. But when you talk about it, they tell you that everything is okay and you are complaining too much. I want to play a video for you. There's a biscuit seller. When the MPP launched its manifesto in the central region, this biscuit seller carried the reality of the economy to the venue of the people who say everything is okay. And she was shocked. Play the video. Let's listen.
What shall I say if you're here?
I'm 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can't say, some no na. Time na na biscuit here to only 20 pesos. Because of some bona cost 20 cc biscuit here to only 1 cedi. There me and say, who go and there? At no back on the SMA at the 50 cities in the Atoso. And almost you can say, almost read your manifesto. Make sure me biscuit to Kwawa. Almost complain, say, me no man, I'm sorry, a boy, ne boy. Abana swana was more by an also, and I'm a papa fan, you may have met on. And Mefano, on a mention one midbecha. Midbecha, I also almost as I know man body. Since you almost say, and then almost say, and your man make go far, the Tino, and then I'm mission a midcha. It's almost to me, Cassan, tell me.
So, now. Flower and now funny saying and now Tony saying now the bay and I need to do a sense when I would me in your free flower. Me and Cassa Oshas
Now me fano bottle basisia sidia bottle no boy and Missu and I'm the bay
92.7
into me now Nedodua any Nisika come home.
Sisiano Ibo me baby no and I want no pepe. It will be imagine say me jai.
You just break even.
Because of this. Because of see there some name my dream boy you know. They be over kono amwatu. It will be imagine say me jai. But customers ni bi na omo friend say dia me ya no fine ti. Me ya na me family.
Oh ya no fine.
Ane.
And my dream say no boy ya.
This is about 3 million. Imagine 2 million, this is about 3 million. And yeah, week cry.
Oh, just a week ago, it was 2 million. Now,
this is about 3 million.
So, this is Roland Walker, who was rejected from attending the Bawumia Meets the Press, engaging with a biscuit seller. She bakes the biscuit herself, all right, in the Western region. I said Central region, it's Western region. And she's explaining to us that what she used to buy for 200 cedis now 300 cedis. So there's a 50% increment. And they used to sell the biscuit for 20 pesos. Now it's 1 cedi because of the prices that have gone up 50% more. And she said she took the biscuit that she had produced based on the real market value and the prices to the place where the people say everything is okay and want to break the 8. Everything is well. You are complaining too much. We are giving you free water, free electricity, free SHS, free water. Everything is okay. You are complaining. You are ungrateful. Blah 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 blah. The same set of people. And she went there, and the people told her that the thing you are carrying is too expensive. Did you give her free flour? Did you give her free sugar? Did you give her free butter or margarine? Did you give her free baking elements? Did you give her free LPG or charcoal or firewood? Did you give her free oven? Are you going to give her water while she hawks and gets thirsty? Are you going to give her food, free food? The reality dawned on her when she got there, and the people who tell us every single day that everything is okay, they said the thing you are carrying is too expensive. Cast your mind back to 2 years ago, 1 year ago, when I kept telling you that when you get to the market, what it is that we buy has no party colors on it. It's Ghana first. Ghana first. Cast your mind back. We like to deceive ourselves and we like to pretend. Now we are getting closer to the elections. The government and its elements are telling us that they acknowledge that times are hard. Times didn't just become hard 2 months ago. Times have been hard. We know. But we always blame the COVID, Russia and Ukraine and whatever, the opposition and everybody who is asking questions. We have never blamed it on the elephant-sized government that we have. No. We've never blamed it on monies that Kennedy Japan, for example, told us that he was giving money to go and give to Ajasa for he logged it into a Fidelity bank account. We have never blamed it on the fact that Chief of Staff asked that a private jet go to pick Henry Kwoti, Kennedy Japan, and what do you call Ajwasafu. We have never blamed it on it. We have never blamed the hardship that we have on the president's chair being in a V8 carried by 2 able-bodied men, air conditioned. We have never blamed it on it. We have never blamed our hardship on the fact that we like to import stuff. We have never blamed it. When you talk about, say, oh, during COVID, we fed people. There was lockdown. The lockdown was in Accra, Tema, Kaswa, and Kumasi. Finish. The lockdown was not in Boli. The lockdown was not in Techimu. The lockdown was even not in Lindado. It was not there. Go and check how much money was spent on the lockdown feeding alone. Rice and oil and egg. Go and check. Greater Accra, Tema, Kaswa, Kumasi, 4 places. How many regions do we have? I'm talking 2 regions and half, because Kaswa is part of Central Region, and half or a quarter. Go and check how much we spent. And then they will rub it in our face with free water. We gave you free this. When COVID came, I put a tap at the back of my wall. I put a hose there because I thought we were enjoying free water. And those who could not afford it, those who did not have pipe, I connected them and gave them water for free. Today, I still pay for it. Because I can't go back to the poorest of the poor and ask them that, oh, I gave you water during this period under the impression that it was free. And now they are charging me for it. So come and pay or help me to pay. I can't do that. When you talk, they say you should not talk. They say you should shut up. You saw how the vice president was fumbling yesterday. He now knows what the reality is. Then he has Dennis Abuaji explaining everything. The erudite and my intelligence senior Damboche will not do that. My intelligence Nana Kumia will not do that. Trying to explain English with English. Trying to explain English with English. I don't know. I said I don't know who the strategists were yesterday for Dr. Bawumia. But Dr. Bawumia, please listen to me. They are bringing you down. The people who keep encouraging you, they are bringing you down. They will not tell you the reality. If you want to do propaganda, do it well. Oh. Me, I sat under the foot of Dr. Jisa. I sat under the foot of Dr. Roxon. Ajay. I learned the techniques of propaganda. I scored a straight A. Go and check. Straight A. Go and check. The records are there. Go and check. Go and investigate and check. But you people like to investigate. You go to my bankers, you go and check what is happening. Go and check. I say go and check. Go there, go and ask and check. You've been going to the bank and say, who has dropped money in my account? Me, I'm not from a very poor home. I have principles and I live by them. Take me to Bole SHS. Let me show you another reality. I've told you that a new dining hall has been constructed at Bole SHS. For some strange reason, the DCE is not dead, he's alive. For some strange reason, the Minister for Health and Education, they are alive. For some strange reason, you have all the people there. It's raining. Put the thing up. It's raining. And they can't even cook. Meanwhile, there's a new kitchen that has been constructed for them. Put the thing up. Let's see it. This is Bole SHS in the northern region. This is it. They have a new dining hall, but they have had to cook here. When it rains and they can't cook. Now you see what they are carrying is jollof. Show me the jollof. This is the jollof that Dr. Bawumia wants to digitalize. And says that we should do and prepare an app. The app will tell us how nutritious the food is. Show me. There's a picture of the jollof alone. Sitting alone.
Let's identify it and see if this jollof, just by looking at it, is this nutritious jollof? This jollof alone, when you look at it, does it look nutritious? They say we should prepare an app, and that the app will tell us whether the food is nutritious or not. We should digitalize it. This jollof, what you see, this is supposed to be jollof. It's not gari photo. It's not dog food. It's human being food. This one. Does it look nutritious to you? This one. The students of Bole SHS, as of last Friday, they ate this. This is the food we want to digitalize, and we want to put and make people say we are doing free every day, free. This is it. No, bring the rice back. Don't take me to the kitchen. Put the rice on the TV. This is the rice. This rice. Your children are in secondary school. This is the rubbish they are eating. And then when we finish, we come and say we want to digitalize it. This one. How do you digitalize such rubbish? How do you digitalize it? This food, you want to digitalize it. Their children will not eat this. Their children, they don't even live in the country with us. Their children, they don't live it. Some of them don't even have Ghanaian citizenship. Their children don't live here with us. Their children school elsewhere. They don't live here with us. They don't know what's going on around here. When another wanted to become president and he was campaigning, where were his children? When he finished and he became president, where are his children? They don't live here with us, I'm telling you. Their children always don't live here with us. Their children only come when the food is cooked. This is food that we're giving to our future leaders. Stunted growth. We are trying to punish the people. And we'll come and make noise. This is the food you want to digitalize. Is this food worthy of digitalization? That's why some of us were not allowed into the room to go and ask Dr. Bawumia questions, because we would have asked him questions that he would not be able to sleep until December 7. Simple question. He won't sleep. Show him the picture. You ask him the question. Is this the food you want to digitalize? Tell me. Is this the food that you want to digitalize? Tell me. And can you explain why the Bole SHS dining hall has not been opened for use? Tell me. Who is preventing who from opening it? Or you want another ceremony? You want it to get closer to the election day period, so you go and cut it and you use it for campaign. Tell me, does it make sense? Does it? There's a last screenshot. Show me how exposing rubbish and wrongdoing. I posted this. Think about it. I said exposing wrongdoing is considered wrongdoing by the wrongdoer system, especially if there are more wrongs to hide. Exposing wrongdoing is considered wrongdoing by the wrongdoer system, especially if there are more wrongs to hide. This one, it is a reality. Exposing wrongdoing in this country is a dangerous sport. Very dangerous. It's so dangerous that if you don't take care, the worst could happen to you. So wrong. Exposing wrongdoing is considered wrongdoing by the wrongdoer system, especially if there are more wrongs to hide. I will use the Anas principle, and I told you, even Anas, we can't find him. I will use the Anas principle. Now it's in the water, it's in the mud. We can't find, even Anas, we can't find him. My own friend. I will use the Anas principle. When you start using the Anas principle, you become a target and enemy of the state. Because the people are doing wrong every single second, and they don't want anybody to expose them. And if you expose them, you are considered to be in the wrong. I will not give contract extension to people above 60 because of where we find ourselves. Lie. Yetisikasu ekomdien. Lie. Name them. You can go back to the statements that were made just for the votes. Now the vote has come. I've showed you 3 things today. Bole SHS, dining hall built, shut down. Somebody is looking for it to come and collect funds, and the children are eating all manner of nonsense. I've showed you biscuit seller, She goes to the place where the people say everything is okay, we are fine. They said the thing you carry is too expensive. He said, I produced it with what's ongoing at the market. He said, no. And I told you how Dr. Bawumia met some of the press, not all of the press. I'll leave it here. Call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Odewale, how are you?
I'm fine. Energy.
Talk to me, sir.
My brother, do you know still the traffic light at Kaswa?
Okay.
TP Junction in Opekuma. And all these two political parties, last 2 weeks or so, all the way to Western, it was the same route. Winning by the same route, through and flow. What is happening? My brother, quick one. Out of the two manifestos, Ghanaians will now decide. And 7 December will surely be the winner for Ghana. But I did not hear of the railway sector much. I overheard the Vice President, that of the MPP presidential candidate, His Excellency, Dr. Bawumia, talking about it on a campaign trail. But specific with the budget and how it will be extended. None of them. So are we serious? We are not creating alternatives. And look at our road network as well. Have a blessed morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
Morning,
energy,
sir.
Right?
Energy.
Charlie?
Yes, sir.
As for me, I know one thing. The 24-hour economy, job for the boys, the fertility hospitals that your mama wants to put out across, the children's hospital, the body one. You understand? I know that it's coming. But the liar, who is saying things that are not possible. They will ask you a simple question. And let me tell you something. The person who asks of the economic question is part of them. It's a propagandist of the MPP. So
I don't know that.
Right? No, listen. They'll say, they will ask you, you know of this Agama Lizard story? But you know it. Simple question. The state of the economy. See all essence. Long talk. You said that KK at 1 CD or 50 pesos was horrible. People are suffering. KK at 1 CD or 50 pesos was horrible. Now KK is being sold at 5 cities. Bawumia, you said that $1 to CD at 4 CDs was horrible. Now, under your rule, the CD to the dollar to a CD now is what? 16 cities. Bawumia, you are not facing the reality. You are talking about babies have now Ghana card. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this, man? When people are facing hardship, you are not paying pension bond holders. You are not paying PBC people. You are not paying what do you call it? Nurses and training people and all these things. You are not paying them. People are facing hardship, and you are talking about what do you call it?
Thank
that
you.
Are not bringing electrical cars or whatever.
Papa, I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Yes, sir. Okay, meet you. Yes, sir. I don't need it.
Thank you very much. Johnny, I'm a PC. Dr. Joseph, I'm to go make Kaimo. Mokai Papano, Nani, Mrs. Pao Debano, to go for Mrs. Johnny, to go for Mrs. friends who are sorry. Never supposed to be there. More credible TV station, radio station. Because I'm from more TV.
I didn't easy.
Manifesto, NPP manifesto, Dr. Bawumia, JDM, NDC, any JDM, and no media, and I am kind social media. I'm a photo, no my name.
Okay.
Yo, anti abusafo eno ena yakofa ede abramo no. Aha, nkomo no ena yakofa ede abramo ewo 3 FM so Johnny Hughes ewo Johnny's Bite Jumadie no so. Na achire mu achire kwan a mampanyini abedi achire ni team no efa so journalist bi edin free mu sene be omunya akwanya no matumi aba abebisa no question bia omope yina yenim se Oman penyi abedi akire de enka sabio nke no an sen na amben se obegina nipa mu se wo so yembisa question bi a yepe obi anim se wo no wo problem in terms of entra wadi no krum hanti no be aveli hu se ya na se wa na odi ukum like who pesi kum na se me kan se boys ye kun ankasa na diliti abeje achirema ne aha PENDREAM TV meso say we subscribe to the channel na like video no na share to other platforms no so and send to me kabi o hwe nyina na wa kire wa dwen e comment section as PENDREAM TV say edamu yopo.
Ooh, Bawumia.
God have mercy upon us.
I do you. Ooh, Bawumia. If you give me thousands of Ghana cards and $1 US, I will choose the dollar.
Hey, to be mumu. Campaign at Tokyo. It is smoky book.
Oh, Bawumia. Oni kwa kutia mu Bawumia. Odoye mu Bawumia. Oni kwa kutia no mu Bawumia. Odo
working try dear. What can try
Kano cry Otrofo Odo You want me to do more Kwakra ferso besu huni Yes we are dear bro better so She mon you Abaya di bo tachi Ye di bi be bo bandebi Sana wo Bawumia. You can lie your way to power. You can do all propaganda. Dollar rate will expose you. The dollar has broken jail. You are pathological liar. You lie for living. Lies are your hobby. Google and Wikipedia recognize you as a liar. Your talent is to lie. You promised me heaven and earth. You promised me the whole universe. None of them has been fulfilled. You said if I give you power, I will live like in heaven. Look at the way I'm suffering. What do you trouble on mine?
What trouble my own?
Oh, Mambo 40 so. Odo
Working try dear.
Odo
What can try
Kano cry Otrofo You want me to say more? I have something to tell you. Sit down and cast your mind back. You see how you destroyed yourself. People see you as a joker. They see you as comedian. People see you like Mr. Ibu. They see you like Lewin. So Dr. Lies, change your ways. As someone make an watiana. Dr. Lies, change your ways. So your judgment day is coming. Watiana. Watia futu amede mauno. Watiana. Sisa wakwane bebuawo. Watiana. Enya uhosa uyo nyansafuo. Kwa kutiana ogro na wampa wasam. Ode oye na juma keke mido. Makasa yue owa swantie mi.
PENDREAM TV. Nyamishra Opani Jumakesia Oye. They be a show on YouTube and all other social media platforms. It's Ramongo follow PENDREAM TV. Very fantastic for doing a lot of the channel.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.